Hello and welcome to the Lily Mercer Show. I'm here with Smoke DZA.
Yes.
Welcome. I was shocked it's your first time in London. I just assumed that you would have been here before.
Nah, my first time in London. Very overwhelming experience, to say the least.
What's that inside? Is that Fronto leaf? No.
Nah, this is a vanilla Dutch.
Nice.
I actually bought these from the States over here.
Yeah, you're wise too.
Yeah,
So you had a busy year last year. You released 2 albums and 2 mixtapes.
Right.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's what I do.
Do you want me to hold your mic while you roll?
Please.
But like, what have you been up to since? Like, how have you chilled since then? Because that was intense, I'm sure.
I don't chill. I don't know what chilling even means. Every time I work on a project, I have like another project behind somewhere. So me and Harry Fraud got a finished project. We finished that 2014 summer, and that's ready to go. So pretty much whenever that comes out, that'll be something else. And then I'm working on my new LP, which will be out sometime this year.
And you've worked a lot with Harry Fraud over the years, but like with something like that, would you go into the studio and he'd make the beats with you, or would he like send you stuff and you see what you're feeling?
Well, Harry doesn't send me stuff. He doesn't even send me the stuff I did.
Is this like a beef comment? Are you like?
I mean, it's just what he does. It's what he does with me. He's a maniac. He doesn't send me shit because he's like a perfectionist. Like Harry is not gonna send me something if he hears the snares off, shit that I don't even hear, or if he feels like the vocals aren't loud enough, or this drum didn't kick hard enough. Like, he's a fucking maniac. So he doesn't send me shit. He doesn't send me beats because he likes to create with me. So we'll get in the studio and he'll play a gang of samples, and I'll listen to them, and I'll be like, oh, I like this one. Maybe we should go this direction. And we might ping pong with each other for maybe an hour or two until we find a melody or whatever that we like. Sometimes it takes a little less, but for the most part, we'll fucking be smoking and joking with each other until we find some type of melody, and I'll go from there.
And I wanted to ask about the Dreams Don't Achieve album, because I feel that, I wouldn't say that hip-hop's lost that power, but I feel like you kind of brought back that whole concept thing into it, you know? Mm-hmm. Something like, you look at how Kendrick did, you know, the last like album, like Good Kid, Mad City had concepts, and it had a concept, you know, that ran strongly through it. Mm-hmm. And I think that what you did with Dreams Don't Achieve, like putting it into 3 segments and then basically making those songs match that kind of concept, works really well. But how did you go into that, like, I'm gonna make an album with a concept, or was it just like something that kind of came in as you were recording?
Well, I came into doing that album as I wanted to do something I didn't do yet. And I wanted to push the bar. So I had so much music, and I was like indecisive on what I wanted to use. So it was pretty much like, yo, I can't leave this off. I can't leave this off. I can't leave this off. How do I make this movie make sense? So by naming my project Dreams Don't Achieve, I didn't really want to do a triple CD, but I wanted to ration the songs out enough to where if you wanted it to be a triple CD, it can be. And I wanted to separate the vibes. So you see, Dream, the Act 1 has, you know, a different feeling than Zone. And then Zone has a different feeling than Achieve. And then with all the producers that I work with, a lot of my usual suspects, 183rd, Harry Fraud, Ski Beats, I mixed them in with a lot of the new people that I like to work with, like DJ Dahi, P-Rock.
That's what I was going to say, which I've got to ask about that, by the way.
Yeah, well, of course. Legend. I mean, that just happened to be somebody that I've been cool with since the beginning of me being in this game, since 2008, 9. P-Rock's been a friend of mine. And when I really started to catch, I got a text from him like, yo, I'm hearing you out here. Like, we need to work. And when I was working on the album, I was like, yo, I got this list of producers that I need beats from. and you're on the top of the list. And he was like, oh, word? I'm gonna send you a batch. And I was like, yeah, that's bullshit. He ain't sending me shit. I looked at my email, and I had a pack. And it was about 7 joints. And he's like, do your thing. And I actually had more of Pete Rock on the album. But the intro record that happened to be V Don shit, it was Pete Rock's at first. And the record was so strong. He was like, yo, I need this for my album. Oh. So, you know, that's not the end of me and Pete Rock, if anybody's wondering.
But also, Ski Beats was one of the first people I ever heard you working with, and that's who Jay-Z, you know, basically a lot of his early beats were made by. And I interviewed Ski Beats about 4 years ago, actually, and told him that Lost was one of my favourite beats he's ever made.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So, and like, that's one of my favourite songs by you as well, because it's just such an emotive, you know, it's like, it's heartfelt. So.
I lost a lot of people around that time, so...
You can tell, yeah. And even Sour Hour Marathon, for the same, you know, you've got moments on that which say the same thing. So it's like, you know, it's really amazing to, I imagine for you especially, to have worked with people that not only were they inspirational, but they're people that worked with your heroes, you know?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like, how the hell did this happen, you know?
Well, not technically how the hell did it happen. I'm overwhelmed that they would even work with me. At least at the beginning of when I started working with them. But obviously they seen something that I felt but didn't see, and they brought it out of me. Like anytime I work with Ski, he puts me in that pocket, you know, because it's like he knows the sound to cater to that I'm most comfortable in. And even if it's something that I might be like, I'm not sure, he'd be like, no, just do it, trust me. So I mean, I have that trust with Ski, and Ski always tells me that I remind him of that early Jay when he used to work with him. And even with Pete Rock, you know, Pete Rock could tell me stories about Big L and tell me stories about Big E, and, you know, while in my writing process and what I'm doing, you know. So it's like to channel that greatness from both of them is overwhelming. It's crazy.
But I wanted to ask you, not to kind of, I know I don't want to be like all about smoking, because obviously you're way deeper than that, but right. I feel like you're the kind of artist that a lot of people want to smoke with, you know? I bet you get all your fans that like tweeting you when you come to the city. Minus Snoop.
Okay.
Who would you most want to smoke with? Who's your person that you want to like sit and have that kind of smoking discussion with?
Minus Snoop, because I did that already. That's bucket list. That's checked off.
That's like everyone's bucket list.
Yeah, that's checked off. And that's my big homie. I call him, he'll pick up. Who else? Rap-wise or just world-wise?
But they have to be alive. That's the only difficult one. See, my personally is...
2 people. Who's your person?
The creators of South Park. Because they'd just be funny, you know?
That's tight. I might have 3 people. I would say Rob Van Dam. I want to smoke with him. Mr. 420. Seth Rogen. Rick Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Those
That's
is
a
like
good little
3
collab.
people. Rick Ross is somebody that I want to work with. So I just got to put that out there. Just put it in the universe. Like, I want Ross on my next album or something. That's my most favorite person to listen to right now. And I would want to smoke with him and just pick his brain. I mean, and just shoot the shit. And, you know, 2 fellow fat boys, he lost some weight catching up. So, I mean, you know, that's something I would want to do. That's somebody I would want to smoke with.
So I live in a part of Islington, which is North London, where my local, not the projects, but local estate, which is what we call them, all the guys there prefer polo is not what they choose to wear. They wear chaps, Ralph Lauren chaps.
Oh.
And if I was to say to them, do you want this polo shirt for your chaps, they'd say no.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. I mean, I got some Chaps shit at home.
It's not bad. But
no, Chaps is cool, but I mean, Chaps wasn't that's like a subsidiary brand.
Which is why I was expecting this expression, you know?
Nah, but it's cool though, because I mean, it's Ralph Lauren. Like, you know, my shit was rugby.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a lot of low heads that turned their nose down on rugby, like Just Blaze. You know,
I saw that
shout out to Just Blaze. I beef with him all the time. I'm flyer than you, Just. Even sitting right here, right now, you already know. You look at this camera, you already could price my shit right now. You can't fuck with me. It's $2,500. But anyway,
I'm gonna get Justin the show, you know, so he's
get
gonna,
him,
he's
get
gonna
him,
have to
get him. So you can
come
pull
back.
up this clip and you could be like, look, Smoke DZA is popping mad shit. He said you're not flyer to him, but nah, that's my big bro. But
do you know what I found funny though? I've got to say, because I also know Wretch, who was involved in that. Someone brought Wretch
Wretch
in,
can't
and
fuck
everyone
with me
was just
neither.
like,
we can't
no.
even talk about Wretch. Wretch can't fuck.
It was a bit harsh though. They shouldn't have brought Wretch in.
I shotgun Wretch on Instagram. I did it for the whole world. That's my little brother though. Rapper, great rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Polo collector, decent. With Smoke DZA, not even a match. So you forget that shit. You gotta save for another 4 or 5 years to even be in the conversation. But my boy got pieces though. For all the new low heads, y'all can't fuck with Wretch. Don't even try. Don't try it at home. And definitely don't try what he's doing on Instagram at home, because that son of a bitch is crazy.
Don't get arrested, guys. Well, on that note, thank you very much for joining me on the Lily Mercer Show. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure being here.
Thank you.
Rah.